I will give it just a second here. All right. So Stan, I really appreciate you taking time to kind of share your experience about 6 weeks that you've been hanging out with me on this challenge. You've been a client of mine since 2011. And then, I kind of went off a different direction, and then you got an email from me and you decided to jump in and give it a go. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. Okay.
Absolutely, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. If you could do me a favor and just kind of talk a little bit about yourself, who you are, first name, last name, what you do for your profession right now.
Well, Stan Bednarek. I've been working for a village, a suburb of Chicago, northwest suburb of Chicago. Started there as a police officer. I was there for about 5 years and then moved on to the fire department within the same village, and had been there for about 22 years. Through that time, I tried to get as much education. The markets have always interested me, and you were one of the big factors in my education in your credit spread trading class that you previously talked about back in 2011, I believe is what you said, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of great information. Held on to a lot of the good information through the past years. Never had a good traction in my own life, my personal life, to try to just devote all my attention to trading. Coming up to a point in my life where, yeah, I'm ready to dive in deeper with the trading. So I've been trading a little bit here and there throughout the past years, but now I'm ready. I've proven it to myself that I'm ready. I've got an event coming up in my life, which we might be talking about here shortly, but that'll provide me a lot of opportunity to go ahead and dive deeper in.
Yeah, that's super exciting. You're moving to Tennessee, and when's the date?
Well, I'm hoping I'm leaving. I'm retiring in June, and I'm hoping to move to Tennessee anytime after that our place is going to be available. So
lucky guy, dude. I'm jealous, man. Super jealous. Well, can you tell me what you thought about this 6 weeks of training? What you came out with here for this challenge? What was really kind of the big benefit for you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll go back a little bit too with my line of work. It's all about trust, right? We serve the public, and the public needs to have trust in us. And one of the things that I've developed with you over the years is trust. When we went through this credit spread trading course together, and we were out in Colorado together, the trust that I had in you was the fact that you were personally involved in each of our success. You really wanted us to learn the material and know it well. You weren't just somebody that was fly by night trying to push out material and try to make a quick income and never be seen again. So when there was that lag of you being gone out of the market, and then I saw you come back in and was providing education, yeah, I jumped on it right away because I already had that trust. So I truly appreciate that part of what we've developed over the years. So that's what gave me to jump right in. And I don't know if you remember when I did call you, because I called you on the phone before I even signed up for the class, and I said, hey, I don't even know what you're going to teach us, but I know that I trust you, and I know it's going to be good. So yes, here, take my money. And even though it was a big thing, right? I mean, it wasn't, to me, the cost of the course is real money. It's real money out of my pocket. The trust that goes along with, hey, I know who I'm giving that money to, is huge with me, because throughout these years, I have given money to other people that were fly by night, and they didn't provide very good content at all. So,
well, thank you, number one, for saying that. I appreciate that.
Trust is huge, my friend. Trust is huge.
I'm telling you.
About the 6 weeks, I think what I was expecting is more good education coming from Jeff Ziegler, and that's exactly what I got. What I really appreciated about your course and the way you laid it out specifically was the fact that you really wanted to build a base for us, and then make sure that everybody in the class understood that base, and you started building on top of that. I think whatever you've been doing too, you understand adult learning, and adult learning means reps, and you've provided those reps for us by building it, showing us the small stuff, and then making sure we understand it, and then take the next step and build on that, and everybody understands that. Okay, and we keep going. That builds confidence not only in the people who are taking the class, but if there were people that weren't confident or falling behind, you didn't just pull the whole class back. you manage them as well as, let the other people continue to blossom. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of one of the big promises I made everybody is that they'd walk away with, not only, because I don't want you guys to be dependent upon me for fish. I want you to be able to fish on your own. So one of the things I said was like, I'm going to help you get 10 years of experience in 1 month. And I know that's kind of a bold claim, but do you feel like I fulfilled that promise?
Absolutely. That is one of the big benefits that this course, the way you laid it out, not only the way you structured it, but then to give us homework. So one of the things you have to be ready to do when you want to take the course is be ready to be taught, but also be ready to do the homework, because that 10 years of experience truly is what that did for me. It built confidence. And now I have trust in Jeff. Now he's given me the confidence to move forward in this, this format. There's nothing better in my mind is, you've given me that confidence now to move forward with this style of training.
And a lot of people don't like to do the reps. They want someone to do the push-ups for them. And I just appreciate, and I love working with people like you, because you just dove right in and I could look at your stuff and be like, okay, he's right on target. So that was fantastic. I love having you in the class. You've been just a huge inspiration to a lot of others to really just jump in and keep going too. So one last question for you, Stan. I know you're a busy man. You're on vacation too. You're down in Phoenix. So I appreciate this. What would you tell someone who's, kind of skeptical that they're looking at this or looking at me, they don't know me? What would you tell that person that, about the challenge?
Well, number one, the trust factor, and I think I've already hit on that a little bit, so I won't spend too much time on it, but the trust factor is huge. You are a trustworthy person. And I have no problem talking to people about it. They want to give me a call on the phone to verify that and want to talk that, no problem. The confidence, be ready to be confident when maybe not when you step in the door, but by the time you leave, you're going to make sure that people are confident. And you do that through your reps and your continual education. And every time we meet on the weekly meetings, you are running through everything and you're hitting all the reps and you're opening up the questions for anybody to ask. And there's no stupid questions. So don't ever feel like, if you feel like you're one of those people holding the class back, doesn't matter. Ask the questions. I've learned that over the years of not only, my profession, but also through just life in general. Be the person that asks a lot of questions, because then the way you ask the question, the way you're getting the responses, you're going to get more out of it than if you just sit back and don't say a word and wait to raise your hand or just send an email. Right. So be ready to be challenged, face the challenge, and then you'll be empowered with, stuff to do for the rest of your life in the trading world. So
yeah,
it's a super class, and I'm looking forward to do it again with you. I think if you're going to do it again and you're going to offer that up again, I'm in.
Okay.
I just
man, like you said, the more times at bat, the better.
That's right.
You just got to get up there and keep swinging. So Stan, I appreciate you, man. I really, I know you're busy, and again, jumping on vacations, even a bonus to me. So thanks a lot, pal. I appreciate it.
All right, Jeff, no problem.
All right. Have a great day.
See you tonight.
Oh yeah, I'll be on. We'll see you tonight.
All right.
Okay. See you, buddy.
Take care.